not a thing.
Oh, you got some money. Make sure you head around. Yeah, I can't hear you guys because you guys can't actually talk to me. 3 hearts. Oh. Play to rest. Come on. Before you wipe your butt, wipe from the front to the back. Never back to front. Give me your money. Ice cream, yeah, whatever that shit is, right? I don't care about their comfort. The egg will always persist.
Hit the camera.
Let me cook. Daddy. Ah! You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You know when you gotta, you know. I never get a sponsorship from them because I curse too much. Fuck you guys. Fuck. You guys won't hear me speak another word for the whole stream. Fuck. You know what dirt smells like? I've been waiting. Fiber. Oh, this is how you make me feel. Then your mom in front of the Hoover Dam. This bird is gonna fucking squirt all over me. No, I'm not good. I'm the best. No, I was on Iron Chef. Fuck Bobby Flay.
It takes a lot to make a stew. A pinch of salt and laughter too. A scoop of kids to add the spice. A dash of love to make it nice. And you've got too many cooks, 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 too many cooks. Takes a lot to make a stew. When it comes
Yeah, no, it's not a thing.
You got some money. Make sure you head around. Yeah, I can't hear you guys because you guys can't actually talk to me. 3 hearts. Oh. Play to rest. Come on. Before you wipe your butt, wipe from the front to the back. Never back to front. Give me your money. Ice cream, yeah, whatever that shit is, right? I don't care about their comfort. The egg will always persist. Let me cook. Daddy. Ah! You're a piece of shit. All right. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Uber Stuff. All right. So guys, you're probably wondering why we're cooking today. Well, I'll show you guys here in a bit as soon as I get some fucking tunes on. I want some tunes going. We're going to play the shit out of this. Cool. All right, we're starting off with a song called Holy Symphony of War. I'm okay with it. I'm Gucci for it. I'm Gucci. All right, so, how are you doing, Roof Warren? How are you doing? We got fucking wire. We are cooking burgers. And the reason why is because I saw my TikTok has been blowing up with the song "We Are Young," hi, and it's making fun of Millenial Burger joints, and it's funny because it's true, right? But I figure like this would also be a very good way to kind of educate like some of the math that happens on maybe even why these burgers cost as much as they do. Are they price gouging you? Yes and no. And there are some logistics with that, and I'll get into that when it happens. But, you know, there's a whole thing going on with that, right? Whole ass thing. So I figure it's like, let's take this opportunity for me to show you guys the best burger that I've ever had, right? So it is a recipe. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what that is. It looks like this. But thank you for the gift, Roof Warren. Wait, let me make sure my alerts are on. Are they on? No, they're on. I just can't hear them. Probably because of the music. Yeah, so we are going to do a burger. We might do 2 burgers. I haven't decided yet. But 1 burger for sure, and that burger is called the Kingfisher Burger. It has a fuck ton of ingredients, but this is one of those things that it actually needs all those ingredients. It's fucking insane. right? So let's go ahead and get this bitch going, right? So we got an onion, we got cheddar cheese, we got giant burger buns. That's a big boy. I'm gonna eat it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat it. This is one of the things that I'm actually purposely did not eat so much dinner so I can eat this whole burger because it's a big boy, right? Can I give you a shout out? What's up, Andre? Shout out to Andre. He asked for a shout out, or she asked for a shout out. Oh no, they asked for a shout out. Fuck it. We got some poblano peppers right here. Poblano peppers. All right. We got our burger meat. Now, guys, everything has its own thing. It has a reason. We have our burger meat. We have our gorgonzola cheese, right? We have bacon, and we have finally, if I can get it the fuck out. God damn it. Oh shit, that was almost really bad. That would have really sucked it. Fuck, come on. God damn it. Here, just put you right there for now. That fridge sucks. Cube pie mayo. We also got cube pie mayo. All right. So this needs all these ingredients. This is a lot of fucking ingredients right here, guys. For a single burger, I promise you it needs everything. I promise you. All right. So first things first, what we are going to do is put the burger meat back in the fridge. This is our least important thing that we need to worry about. But the most important thing is that we need to get our bacon, our poblanos, and our onions kind of just ready to go, right? Cheeses we can put back in the fridge for now. That's Gucci. All right. Notice how there is no lettuce and no tomato on this burger. Because lettuce and tomatoes don't need to be on fucking burgers. Tomatoes, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance on tomatoes for sure. Fucking lettuce? No. Lettuce, stupid vegetable. All it does is make you feel full. I guess for that reason is that it does have a purpose. And it hydrates you. There is some vitamin C in there. Other than that, I don't look for a fucking vitamin C in a burger. I look for a burger to give me a heart attack, to speed up the process. Come on now, right? All right, so what we are going to do, we need to get our poblanos roasted really fast, and the best way to do it is in an open flame. So we are going to use our induction burner, or not an induction burner, god damn it, stupid fucking cables. Cables! So the best way to do it, turn it on, and put your poblanos right on the flame itself, right? We got our tongs, and what we want to do is grab a bowl ready to go for the poblanos, because what this is going to do, we want to steam them after we get the skins nice and black and toasty. So it's going to look like we're burning, and we are burning the skin, but the skin outside layer is going to burn off, and as it steams, it's going to separate from the flesh. So you're going to have like all the good part of the poblano and none of the shitty part of the poblano, right? Oh, I know. I've roasted plenty of poblanos in my time. Plenty. It's a smell of home is what I say, right? So, like I said, this is a burger that reminds me a lot of home. It's the best burger I've ever had. And this was at one of the restaurants that I worked at before, Kingfisher. And I call it the Kingfisher burger because it's the only burger that they sell, right? So we just want to get them nice and black, as dark as we can get them. Don't worry about blend. We can even get them a little gray, a little bit ashy. It's okay. But yeah, getting ready to cough. That if you guys are not used to heating up peppers, make sure you do that. Also, wear gloves. Fucking capsaicin will definitely burn every other orifice, especially your fucking nose, if you use your nose a lot. Oh, thank you, Danny. I used to live in Arizona, right? So Arizona's home, Tucson, 520. But I'm currently in Washington. I'm in close to the greater Seattle area. So that's where we are. No, it's not a new kind of stream, Vic. We've been doing the cooking streams for a long time, but fairly recently I started doing the POV stuff. I figure it's a lot more engaging than just the top-down camera. And I was like, oh, we can go there. What's my favorite brawler in Brawl Stars? I don't care about it anymore. It's still Larry and Laurie. It's still Larry and Laurie. I actually been doing a lot of Larry and Laurie lately. With Brawl Stars, though, guys, guess what? The algorithm is finally fixing itself. Why are you thinking I'm saying that? Because last night I did a Brawl Stars stream. And guess how many people showed up? Guess how many viewers, how many people came in to view the stream? Guess. Fucking 49 people. And I usually have about several thousand people who come in and stop by and all that shit. Only 49 people. That's great. I'm happy with that. I'm personally happy about it. But let me know if you guys want me to create a completely different TikTok for nothing but Brawl Stars. Because I will do that. That's something that I was actually entertaining. So I can just completely shift away from Brawl Stars. So if you guys come on this page, you don't have to worry about it. You know, and then Brawl Stars on the other one. Let me know what you guys think about that. I do still play. I do still play. I played last night. I played earlier today. I do play the game, guys. I just don't go live as much as often. Now, you guys are noticing like there's a lot of ash kind of flowing all around. That's going to happen. You know, fire. Stuff's going to happen. It's going to burn. You're literally burning stuff. It doesn't have to be perfectly, because, you know, everyone's home burners are different. I'm literally using like a camp stove. They don't have to be perfectly roasted. If you can get it to that, sick. If not, it's not the end of the world. Like, you know, some of the way we're going to be using this flesh is totally different, right? So, we're going in from there. I did try the new ranked. But I actually like the old ranked a little bit more, personally. I do, and the only reason why, yeah, dude, I told you, I've roasted plenty of peppers. I still roast peppers. So, I still play the game. I just don't play on this account. I only have the one account. I just don't play as much Brawl Stars live, is what I'm saying, right? But yeah, doing the other one. The only reason why I don't like the new ranked is because it's another form of monetization. I get it, and it does last for 6 months, but I'm like, it's kind of pointless to buy into it if you suck at the game, right? So, get that. I'll get that out later. It's very important from this stage, guys. You see how all the steam is coming out? We have to wrap this up. Actually, you know what? Here's an easier way to wrap it up. It just needs to be covered. What we're doing is steaming the peppers now. So this way, there's gonna be a lot of juices. There's gonna be a lot of extra stuff in there. We wanna contain as much of that as possible. Plus, it's going to make the peppers peel a lot easier, a lot faster, right? So we're just gonna put this over here. And it only needs to be there for maybe at most 10 minutes, right? So that's what we're doing. Yeah, we are not doing chili rellenos. We are doing a burger. Chili rellenos sound good though too. I mean, chili relleno would be a good idea for a stream, honestly. Chili relleno casserole even, just a small one. It's one of my favorite things to eat for breakfast, actually. So next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna grab a pan, and we're gonna get a decent. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. Pan, pot. We'll do a pot. We'll do a pot because it has a lid, right? We're gonna grab a pot. And what we're gonna do next is get some bacon going. Why did I even do that? What's wrong with me? Pourquoi, papa, pourquoi? All right, put that there. So first things we're gonna do, we're gonna grab the bacon and we're gonna dice it up. Now, I will say this. This is not the one-to-one iteration of the Kingfisher burger. This is my iteration of the Kingfisher burger. So what I mean by that is that what they do is that they do every component separately. What I'm gonna do is make like a bacon poblano relish, right? So what we're gonna do here, you know what, the mayo can probably go back in the fridge for now. All right, well, so we're gonna dice up the bacon, and we're just gonna make a nice relish with it. Good old rub. But before we do the dice the bacon, we do want to cut up the onion. All right. And I'm just gonna do some slices. We'll do some slices, because I know you guys like that fast cutting action. You guys rarely get to see cuts like that first person, so I figure I'll do that for you guys. Take off our skin. I grab a waste bowl, or actually a waste container, a wastainer. Where is it located at? The restaurant in Tucson? For where this burger is located at is in Tucson, Arizona. At a restaurant called Kingfisher. Kingfisher was a life-changing restaurant for me. That restaurant really put me to the test. And I was also in kind of a crossroads on whether or not I wanted to still pursue being a chef. And I was actually going to write a book about the separation between chefs and cooks because of this. But I met the owners and the executive chef there, and they changed my life, my mind on everything, on the relation between cooks and chefs and how it should be. because they grew up very old school, but they were doing the new school ways before anyone else. And I was like, oh shit. So look at that. Look at the likes. I can't look at the likes. I don't see where that's at because I'm on, guys, I'm not on like a TikTok live streaming service. I'm actually running everything through OBS. I rigged everything. I rigged the system. All right. So you guys want to know how to do some nice slices? We'll do that. All right. And the reason why I am doing the onion before we do the bacon is for cross-contamination services. Don't want to do that. Ah! Here, I'll even look at the camera while I'm doing this. Fuck you guys. Fuck you and your assholes. In my asshole. Maybe your asshole? I don't know. All the assholes. We're all assholes in the end, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and just put this to the side for now. Actually, let's go ahead and put it in a container. Put another cold container. Yeah, right. Right? Also, guys, if you don't know, there's a little QR code and everything that's right there, right there. That is all my links. Check them out, please. 3K likes. Thank you guys so much for 3,000 likes. You guys make me so fucking moist. So moist. 3,000 likes, and how long have we been live for? We've been live for, you know, about 15 minutes. That's great. That's Gucci. You guys make me so moist. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is our bacon. We're gonna slap our bacon on there. We're gonna, all right, right there. All right, cool. No Brawl Stars, Daniel. Hey, if you really wanted to watch me play Brawl Stars, you should have been on last night, because I was on last night. You missed out. Sucks to suck. Anyways, so we are just gonna do like a decent dice. We can go as small as we want. I'm doing the bigger parts because I want our bacon to not overcook, and I want to caramelize the onions in the bacon fat, right? So that is part of the process that I am trying to achieve. So this way, the onions and the bacon won't be super crispy. I don't want it to be crispy because we're making a relish, right? We're just gonna put this right in the pan, like so. Turn on the heat. Move that up a little bit. All right. Oh yeah, you were right. You were right. You were there for a little bit. I don't think I have any of my wooden spoons up here, so we're just gonna use some chopsticks for this. I don't even think. Oh, I do have a wooden spoon. All right. Fuck you, chopsticks. All right. All right. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna render the bacon just a little bit before we add our onions. And what this is going to do is make sure that our onions, one, don't stick or burn on the pot immediately. And it's just going to kind of impart some of that flavor. You're noticing that some of the bacon is like still stuck together. That's fine. They're going to separate as it melts. All those white bits, it's pure bacon fat. That's Gucci. And we're just going to let it do its thing, right? So, another little tiny bacon piece. Little bacon piece. So, take a swig of the Sprite. It's going to smell like bacon in here real soon. You see all that smoke. Turn it down a bit, and we are just going to let it render and do its thing. So what the onions are going to do, they're going to leach a lot of liquid. And this is also like, it's going to leach a lot of the water. It's going to do all that stuff, which is great. What this is going to do is going to, how would I say it? If you have ever rendered pork jowl or pork in any sense to make lardon, essentially what you do is you boil down the fat so everything is cooked at the same temperature. It releases everything, and then it just reduces. The onions is going to replicate that water and kind of help cook everything a little bit evenly while it's still going to, and we can turn this back up, while it's still going to caramelize the onions too. Fucking science, bitch. Have I ever done this before? A little bit. I cook every now and then. You know. So we are going to let that do its thing. And if you guys don't know about onions, you can just do that. Hey, Liv, how are you doing? I hope you had a good stream today. I hope you did. You better have. If not, I'm going to be very sad. All right. Yeah, Vic, always tune into my cooking streams. You'll always learn something. Like, I promise you. I promise you. Now, guys, this is not one of those cheap streams. I will be straight up about this because burger meat is fucking expensive, right? It costs $8 a pound where I live, and that's too fucking much, right? Now, I do have, you know, a meat grinder. You can learn how to do all that. Now, you guys can see all that boiling stuff in there. Here, let's see if I can get it without it being over steamy. Right there. That's the liquid coming from the onions, and it's helping render down the bacon fat as well. So it's going to be extra jammy, or extra like translucent here soon. You can see like they're already starting to get translucent. The bacon and onions are steaming itself in the pot, which is good. You can do this in a saucepan too. It just means that you are going to have to agitate a lot more if you do it in a saucepan or in a frying pan, because a lot of the moisture is going to evaporate a lot more. Now, let's say that we want to keep a bit more moisture. This is what we do. We just add a bit, a lid. What everything's going to do is kind of circulate inside. The water drippings are going to drip back down. You have a better, if you really want to get as much water as possible, you just fucking Dutch oven, right? Because a lot of Dutch ovens are designed to drip the moisture back in. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out our poblanos. Make sure that they are Gucci and just a little bit longer, wee little bit longer. Like, it's still warm. We want it to be warm, which is Gucci. All right. You can see, look at that, all that moisture. Just recycle back in there. Now, we don't want to keep the moisture all the way through. There is going to be a point where we want to like evaporate as much as possible. We're just doing this to kind of like help get all the moisture from the onions into the bacon. And through osmosis, the onion's going to taste like bacon. The bacon's going to taste like onions. It's going to be fucking delicious, all right? So, we're not doing more Brawl Stars content, Pluma. Damn it. You kids and your Brawl Stars. Shit. Pay me to play Brawl Stars and I'll do it. That's the rule. That'll be stupid. That'll be stupid. That'll be stupid. All right. So when we get closer to the burger section of this whole thing, we see like some of the bacon is starting to get nice and brown. We notice that a lot less steam is coming up. That means that we have evaporated almost, we got as much water as we probably can. We'll go ahead and put a lid on there one more time before we start really reducing everything. But in the meantime, we are gonna go ahead and put on some gloves. Guys, you know what time it is. It's time for everyone to bend the fuck over. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Come on, bend over, babies. Bend over. Oh, yeah? Hell yeah. Thank you for the likes, Daniel. Oh. Oh. All right. So, like I said, we'll only be there for that. And we are going to grab our trash can for this bit, right? I don't want to just grab another container. We'll put the lid right there. Fuck you, lid. Fuck you. All right. All right. And this is starting to stick on the pot, so we are going to start rendering it. We are in rendering phase. So you guys see how our onions are all malleable now? They're all sweated. They're all translucent. Now is our chance to really start rendering everything down. We're going to turn down the heat just a bit because my hands are going to be preoccupied for this bit. Do that. And we can just put the lid right here for now. Fuck it. All right. I don't stream every day. I might be streaming tomorrow, though. So, guys, peeling the poblanos is as easy as just running your hand right through. You can use a towel for this, too. It's okay. But you get, like, that nice, deep fucking poblano. And all that black stuff that's peeling off is the poblano skin. So what this is doing is not only just taking off, like, that hard, like, plasticky texture that you would get from a pepper, but it's also giving off that smoky, delicious flavor that you get, you know, from like a barbecue, that fire roasted deliciousness. It's just, it's because that's what we just did. We just fire roasted a pepper. Granted, it's not like a natural wood pepper, you know, fire, so we didn't get like those nice woody notes in there. It is propane, unfortunately, well, butane. So we got this, and I should have done this for the other one really fast. I'm gonna take off and peel the top of this and try and keep the membrane in, like this. And our seeds, we're just gonna scrape off into the trash. We don't want our poblanos to be super spicy, but by rubbing the seeds on the flesh, that is taking as much of that capsaicin from the seeds as well. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one really fast. All right. So, again, just all the seeds out like so. Run your thumb through, finger, whatever you want. All right. Put this in, and we're just gonna take off our gloves, and we are all done with that. Okay. Now notice that there is a little bit of seeds. It's okay, you know. All right, thank you so much. Have a good day, boss. And you notice that we have a bacon fond in there. That's Gucci. And we're just gonna stir up as much of the fond as possible. This is going to help with the onions get that nice caramelization color. Now there is a way you can kind of cheat. You can add sugar, and that will actually add some caramel to it. But I feel like sugar makes the onions, one, too sweet, and two, it's fucking cheating. I'm not about that life, bro. Actually, I am about that life. I don't give a shit about it. There's nothing wrong with cheating in cuisine. Unless it's gonna kill you. Then don't do that, right? I'm gonna add some of that. Now you notice that there's more fat in here than the onion juice, and that's fine. And you see how they're already starting to get nice and brown and delicious. All right. Make it nice and even. And while that is doing its due, we are going to dice up our poblanos. Dice up a nice poblano. It'll be a very nice and a tasty poblano. All right. What I'm gonna do is make strips, like so. All right, and we are gonna add our poblanos in as soon as we get this all nice and dicey, like so. And they don't need to be like perfect small dices. We are just going to do fair cut on these. Like so. Grab this all the way through. And then we are going to add it right in. Right? There's a problem. And the bacon fat is going to get absorbed by the poblanos. So everything is doing its due. So we're just going to make sure we get a little bit more color in this. Make sure our bacon's a little bit more rendered. Right? And then this will be ready to go. Let it do its thing. You should put that flame on me. All right, that is done. All right, so once this is, we'll let that render, let it do its thing a bit. Let me grab a nice swiggy swig of some delicious Sprite, because Sprite makes Sprite taste like Sprite. Yeah, woo, woo, yeah. All right. And remember to try and scrape the bottom of the pan as much as you guys can. Try and get as much of that fond. That fond is that black stuff. That's delicious. That's fucking flavor. All right? All that brown black stuff. It's deliciousness. All right? And we are going to add just a bit of salt because bacon is salty, but it doesn't have salt. What the salt's going to do is actually make our onions a little bit sweeter. And it's going to just taste, it's just going to taste goddamn good. Okay? That's all. And to help deglaze this just a little bit, we're gonna add a bit of acid, and we're gonna add some rice wine vinegar, right? Just a smidgen, doesn't need a lot. All right, that was like 2 teaspoons, maybe. And it's just gonna help make everything just a tad bit sweeter and help deglaze the pot just a bit. All right. Oh yeah, there you go. And that's pretty much there, guys, I would say. Pretty much. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit longer. In the meantime, let's go ahead and grab our ground beef, right? Look at this. It's a small little portion of ground beef. Oh, all right. Yeah. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape your pan. Scrape your pan. Oh. All right. I'm gonna kill the heat. I'm just gonna put it in this bowl. Mel Gusta. And now we got our bacon poblano relish, right? Super easy, super easy. Hold it. Ah, fuck you. Ah, thingy. All right. Do that. Oh yeah. Try and get all that dirty dirt over there. Fuck you, pencil. All right. Hey, who am I? How are you doing? How you doing? All right. So got our relish. We'll put it on the side. We'll probably put the. Grab this over here too. Do. Aye. So next. All right. Hey, thank you so much for the share. Who am I? We got our mold. Do I have my molds in my bag? Let me see. This is my bag that I use for work, and I do not have my molds in here. I think I have them in here. Because we do want to make a burger mold. Here, let me grab this. Let me grab the toolkit out, folks. Yes, I have a toolkit full of kitchen tools. Wait, is it on my knife? It is. Get off my knife. Get off my knife. All right. Those are some stones, some knives. It's not in there. Where the fuck? Where are my ring molds? I swear I pulled them out recently. Oh, wait, are they in here? Oh, fuck yeah, they are. God, having too much, this is what happens when you have too much kitchen gear, guys. Too much random shit. All right, so, where was I? Okay. We are going to grab a ring mold that is going to be slightly bigger than our burger, and so I think that's going, or than our bun, right? So I think that's actually going to be the biggest mold that we have. The best way to find out is to just grab a bun. So you're probably wondering, why do we want a burger bigger than our mold? Burgers will shrink over time, okay? So that's perfect. That's perfect fucking size. So we're gonna use this as our burger mold, right? And what we are going to do for this is grab a plate, right? Ow. Grab a plate. We are going to do this, and we are going to grab some gloves. Now, guys, this is 3/4 of a pound in here, right? So I think we'll do 2 burgers, right? We'll do one regular, and then so I can show you guys how to make a smash burger. That's a whole thing, right? And we'll do one for the Kingfisher burger, right? So first things first is we were gonna do probably a half-pound patty in here. So I'm just gonna guesstimate. this right here feels like half a pound. And the reason why I'm doing the ground beef on here is because I don't want any of the ground beef on my cutting board. Cross-contamination, blah, 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 because I already put bacon on that bitch, right? It's a real thing, guys. I know, even for home cooks. We could probably do a little bit more. Probably a bit more in there. Gucci. And pretty much, I am making this ring mold. This is like a perfect size, right? Now notice how I did not do any seasoning on the burger itself in the grind. I didn't add anything to that shit, right? What that's going to do, the moment you add salt to ground meat, what's going to happen is it's going to start homogenizing everything together. So you're going to not have that texture of ground beef like you do with a burger. You're going to have a texture more like a hot dog, more like a sausage, right? What the salt does is create this fucking texture per se, and all those fibers in the ground meat, they'll start to fold, they'll start to mold into each other, right? So I am not going to season the burger until we are about to cook the burger, right? So we'll put this over meow. And then this burger, this little bit, we're just going to roll into a ball, right? The better the ball, the better the spread, is what she said, okay? We'll do that. Now, I am not making that into a patty quite yet, because if I make it into a patty now, it's just going to be a major pain in the dick to work with. We don't want that. So, next thing we are going to get is a pan. Not a non-stick pan, because a non-stick pan will not get hot enough, but we are going to get a pan nonetheless. So, guys, really fast. If you guys are in here, do you want to see a smash burger first? Well, I'll show you guys how to do a fucking smash burger really fast. So we are going to need this for this whole process. This had to fuck off. So mean. I just realized that the fucking chef at Epic Rap Battles of History is playing right now. All right. So, all right. No one's fucking answering me. Why? Why not talk to me? I thought I was your favorite, everyone. All right, we're doing the smash burger first. We're going to turn this up all the way. Actually, we are not going to do the smash burger first. We are going to do... No, we are going to do the smash burger first. We are going to do it. Yes, we are. Bone apple teeth. So, I am going to grab gloves because I am going to need to apply pressure. And do I have my spatch over here? I have this spatch. This spatch will do. Just dandy, right? And I am going to put my spatch on there really fast. I do want it to be fairly warm, right? Yes, the spatula. Oh, I grabbed an extra one. Guys, there's a lot of glove work today. It's almost like I'm working in a restaurant. I feel special. I feel dandy. Oh, like I'm so sweet. All right, so, guys, don't forget, thank you guys for the likes, shares, spending your fucking sick Wednesday evening here with me. So we do want to get this pan hot. We are not going to add any fat to this. And the reason why is because I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of fat in the burger itself. This is an 80-20 grind. What is What's I'm making you feel awkward? I'm making you feel nervous? All right. So what I'm going to do, it's feeling pretty hot up in this bitch. We are going to put it right in and smash. They call it smash burger for a reason. I don't have a fucking apparatus except for a smaller pan. So that's what I'm going to do. The smaller pan as my smasher. Now notice how it's stuck, and the reason why is because the pan is not hot enough. But notice how it's nice and dark there already. We are going to season with salt. And do I have, oh, I don't have any pepper, but normally I'd have pepper over here. And we do pepper on this, right? Actually, I think I do have a little bit of pepper. Oh. Now, smash burgers cook fairly fast. Where the fuck is my black pepper at? Where's my pepper? Okay, I can't find my pepper. All right, but that's fine. What we're gonna do is kind of scrape up all the nice crispy bits in there. And this is not the right kind of fucking flipper you would want to use for a burger. Guys, this is a very bad demonstration of a smash burger. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because I don't have the right flippers for a smash burger. Ugh. All right, it's smashed, but we're gonna flip it. Smash again. We want those crispy bits, right? A little bit more salt, and I need to probably turn this thing on. Whatever. Too late. Balls deep. All right? Balls deep. And then we're going to add some cheese. I love my life. I love my family. Okay, this is not how you make a smash burger, guys. I promise you I know how to do it. I just don't have the tools with me right now. All right, we are going to put the cheese on there and let it melt and cook the rest of the way. All right. Oh, that's funny. And I'm going to put the top bun right on top of it. You know, fucking White Castle style, right? I'm going to kill the heat a bit, though, because it's getting smoky up in this bitch, and I don't want that to be stupid smoky, so you can tell. A lot of smoke coming up. Ooh, spooky. Ooh. I am probably going to open up the door, so it's not as smokelicious up in here, right? Put this on there. Bam. We got a smash burger, White Castle style. Oh, yeah. Easy money. I probably should have added a little bit of water to this to show you guys like the how to melt your cheese a little bit more, but fuck it. This was the bonus burger. This was not the actual Millenial Burger. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Millenial Burgers do the do. What do we need to do with this? We need to clean off the fond as much as possible because we are not making gravy, right? Doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to do the do, right? I swear my fucking spatulas are downstairs. All right, let me grab my wooden spatch really fast. Try to scrape off that fond. Like I said, this doesn't need to be perfect. All right. Rinse again. All right. So, back on the burning go. Let me open up this door really fast, folks. And I gotta take off this camera in order to do so. 1 second. 1 second. Ugh. All right. Okay. So we are going to turn back on our burner. Ugh. Camera activated. But how's this burger, guys? It's good. It's a fucking smash burger. You got that nice crispy skirt that you want, what you're looking for in a smash burger, and I smashed it. You know, it's not the perfect smash burger. It looks like a fucking McDonald's burger, if I'm being honest. Man, I almost should have grabbed fucking American cheese for this. You know, American cheese would have been dank for that, right? So we're gonna let that get nice and toasty, but we will go ahead and add our salt to that here in a bit. All right? It will be nice and Gucci-licious. All right. So, getting nice and warm and toasty. We do want it to be hot initially, right? What we are going to do, some salt. We are going to be pretty liberal with the salt, and the reason why is because it's just like a steak at this point, right? The salt's going to cook into the beef. That's what we want. In the meantime, let's go ahead and fucking add. Where can we find our black pepper? Where is my black pepper? Because all those bottom ones are empty, unless it's in here. Oh, that's... Where is the black pepper? I know I have some. Well, here we go. It's like, I knew I had some fucking black pepper up in here. Ugh. All right. Now, you notice that this is nice and smoky. This is our time to shine. I'm not going to put black pepper on this side yet, but I'm going to put the salt side down first. Just kind of press it a bit. More salt. Right? And from here, I'm going to put our pepper on. Now, cooking a burger like this in a pan, you are going to treat it a lot like a steak. But I am not adding any fat to this because there's so much fat in the burger itself. So that is fine. And I need to grab my air purifier for this really fast. Ugh. All right, plug this bitch in because it's getting, fuck. Starting to get all smoke-alicious up in here. All right, I probably should have done this ahead of time if I knew this was gonna happen, because I did know it was gonna happen. Ugh. All right. Plug this all the way over. All right, put you up here. There we go. See, acting proactive, right? Trying to be good with this. All right. So I am, just like a steak, I want to just shake it, see if it's released. Of course, there isn't enough fat released. If you guys see this, you see all that extra stuff? That's not water. That's all fat straight from the burger. That's why I didn't add any fat to this. It's going to, there's so much shit in there. It's going to release itself over time, but I do want that nice crust. Now, I will say this. The Kingfisher burger is also a grilled burger. So it is over an open flame. It does, it's, you know, it has those nice char marks and everything. And that does contribute to the flavor. But a lot of places up here in the Seattle area don't really grill their burgers so much. So with that said, they don't really have grills powerful enough, you know, to worry about that. So we are just gonna release it, make sure that it's nice and Gucci, right? And just keep going. Also, guys, if you guys are watching, thank you guys so much for just fucking sticking around doing the do. You guys make me so moist. All right. Trying to. Oh, yeah, business time, because that's what we're fucking doing. All right. So it does feel like it's a little bit too hot. Now, just like a steak, it is gonna, there is resting time, there is all that shit, but this is also a burger. And with burgers, you don't really rest them like a normal thing, do you? No, girlfriend, you fucking don't. All right? So I do want to check the bottom of this, and it's looking like it has that nice good old burger sear, but we are gonna turn it down because it's getting too much of a sear before the inside of the burger cooks. I am going to try and cook this as close to a medium as possible. I told you, the next Brawl Stars Live was last night, you know? I am trying to do, and that's why I said this channel, it was always intended for cooking. It was never intended for Brawl Stars, right? And now we're just keeping up with it, right? Doing the do. But I am contemplating on opening a second TikTok account for nothing but Brawl Stars, right? So when that happens, it'll happen. We're gonna try and put some of that fat back in there. I don't want to agitate this too much when that happens. Now, guys, you'll see if, let me try and get you guys a little bit closer. You'll see there's a lot of salt particles in there, and that's fine. Because as the juices release, it's gonna kind of soak the salt back in. That's the process of osmosis, right? You guys hear me say osmosis a lot. It's the exchanging of fucking particulates and all that shit. I take some of this stuff and I put some of this stuff, and then we exchange a little bit of it, and then we get the best of both worlds. Everything is even Stevens as much as the exchange is. The fucking law of alchemy, fucking Full Metal Alchemist. That's the best way I can put it, right? The law of exchange. It works the same way for osmosis. All right, we are just gonna move this over. Try and get all those fat bits. Oh, it seems like this right here is kind of like the perfect temperature that we're looking for the burger, right? So, let that do its thing. Its thing a thing. But let's go ahead. Let me get nice and personal with you guys here over at Twitch. Now that I got all the ambiance of the smoke and everything. That's why I call it business time. Oh. That's all. I just wanted to entertain you guys from Twitch for that little bit. Like, you see my sexy face? How all this nice and steamy smoke is coming. This is not After Effects, baby. This is all real time. This is all... I could have burnt the shit out of my face right there, but I didn't. I didn't. Not for you. All right. So notice how I'm not like pressing the burger, like I'm not applying any force to this. The reason why is Carl's Jr. commercials. They have like a guy or a girl, a really hot girl or really like manly man, and they're just over there. They grab their knee like this, and then they're like, they grab this burger, and they take the biggest fucking bite, and like a drip of ketchup or something just drops down into that, and you're just like, oh god, that looks like so fucking good. And then like a giant fish or something eats them, you know, because they got exposed to that delicious fucking protein meat. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Hi. All right. Back over here, we're gonna go ahead and flip this burger again. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, you don't need to flip things more than twice and all that shit. No, you flip shit, if I'm being completely honest, if you want to get as much surface crunchiness as possible, you need to flip it more than not, right? All that matters is that the internal temperature, and you get like a nice even stuff. Now, notice how the way that I test a burger is not like a steak. I don't do it in the middle. I do it by the sides, right? The reason why is because the side resistance on ground beef is a lot more springy, a lot more attentive. If I do it in the middle, it's almost always going to feel the same no matter what. So what I'm doing is I'm checking this. Now, a tip, if you want like a medium burger, when the burger starts to bleed, like actually bleed, we're at like the medium rare side. Flip it, let it do another like 2 minutes maybe, and then take it off. And you're ready to go, right? So we're gonna let this cook a little bit, and then we're gonna start building our burger. So first things first is get all of our ingredients in a row, right? With no sacrifice. All right. So we got our cheeses. Let's go ahead and open this bitch up, because our burger will be done faster than you can say Cucamonga 10,000 times, right? Go ahead, start saying Cucamonga 10,000 times. I'm telling you, it's gonna be done faster than you can say that. Promise you. Come on, there we go. Stupid Gorgonzola. Okay. Kind of get those fats to kind of like make sure it's doing its due diligence. And we're starting to see some seepage. Doesn't mean that it's as aggressive as what we want it to be. We want this bitch to be bloody. We want it to be, Also, it's not blood, it is hemoglobin. It is proteins from the meat releasing itself. All right, all that muscle juices. But you can see on the side of the burger, right? Those nice juices starting to coagulate, leaking out from the outside. That's fine and dandy. We want that to happen from the top. All right. So now it's starting to get into like that medium rare territory, and just like a steak, you're gonna feel a lot less resistance. But you can see now we're really starting to get like those nice tendencies over there. God. So we are gonna flip, and we are going to assemble. And now look at how even this is, right? So first thing is first, we are going to add our Gorgonzola cheese. Some gets on the pan, that's okay. That just means it's gonna be extra melty. And guys, Gorgonzola cheese is almost like blue cheese. It's a very funky one, but I promise this is mandatory for the burger. Without it, it's just not gonna taste right. Right? Next, we are going to add our relish. And then we are going to drape it with our burger, our cheese. And then I'm going to add just a tad bit of water to help incorporate the melting. Like so. Let's add a little bit of a dome to it. Try to capture all that moisture. Right? It looks like our flame is about to die, which is perfect fucking timing because we don't really need too much of it. All right. Get that nice droop. Do a little bit more. Probably more aggressive like that. Okay. Woohoo. There we go. So, we got our burger. It's ready. We're just going to put it onto the side for now. But what are we going to do with this? We're going to let this water evaporate, and we're going to take a burger bun, and we're going to toast the bun. Ow, damn it. Bun brown. And this bun is going to soak up all that extra juices, all those fats and everything. Kill the heat because all the heat is in the pan. That's fine and dandy. All right. That's fine. See, look at that nice quick toast on there. All right. So we are going to put our cue pie on both sides of the bun. Add our burger on top. This. And what is a millennial burger without something in the middle to cut it with? I don't have a knife small enough to do it, so we're just gonna act like this is a knife and just, like so. Let me grab a plate. But it can't be any plate. It has to be something that isn't a normal plate. Anything that isn't a normal plate. Here, we'll grab a sheet tray. Oh, fuck. A quarter sheet tray. All right. There we go. Guys, really fast. I gotta set the mood for this burger. I really have to set the mood for this burger. I can't express this enough. All right. And there's only one way to set the mood for this burger. Like, move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. Put that in there. Knife, you can stay there. Salt, you can go back. This can go back into its home. All right. There we go. All right, guys, here we go. It's not a millennial burger without the Millennial Burger theme song. There we go, guys. The Millennial Burger. Hi! But this is honestly one of my favorite burgers I've ever had, right? It is not from a millennial restaurant either. It's actually from a pretty high-end casual seafood restaurant in Arizona, right? Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Oh. So I'm going to take one bite so you guys understand. And then I'm going to talk about burgers. Mm. Mm. Guys, I swear, this is the perfect fucking burger. It is the perfect burger. World's best burger. Don't care. Long hair. You know, it all started with 2 guys and a crazy idea. Actually, that is how Kingfisher started. Actually, it started with 3 guys, not 2 guys. All right. Mm. Real good. All right. Well, ugh. Now, while I got everyone's attention, this is story time, right? Ugh. 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 We'll put you on burger cam duty right there. There we go. All right. While this music song finishes, I'm going to take another bite of this burger, and then we're going to go back into the regular music, and then we'll talk about the logistics of running a burger restaurant. Take one more bite. Oh, good. Okay, so we're going to talk about why do our burgers in restaurants cost $20 without fries, right? So if a restaurant doesn't give you fries with the burger, it means that they want you to eat something else other than the fucking, truffle fries. Because every restaurant has a fucking truffle fry. It's annoying. Either they do it with truffle oil, which is gross, or they do it with truffle salt, which is less gross, right? Because truffle salt actually uses actual truffles. Truffle oil is not a truffle product. There you go. And it's fucking expensive for what it is. It's just not worth it. Just not a thing, right? So let's talk about why does the burger cost $20 without fries, right? So this burger I made right now probably cost me, and using supermarket prices, not restaurant market prices where they get in wholesale, right? Probably cost me about probably like $15. We'll take that. We'll do that less. We'll do more like $8, right? For not restaurant prices, because I had to pay for the meat. This is a half pound of meat, which is $4 alone, and then I had to get the bun. This pack of buns for $8 was $4, so 50 cents a bun, right? So we're at $4.50 right off the meat, just the meat and bun. Now I gotta get the poblano. I gotta get the cheeses. Oh, we gotta talk about the cheeses, right? Thing of cheddar cheese for medium slice was $7 for the cheeses. I used one slice for 24 slices, $7. That is what? Fucking. We'll even lowball it. We'll say it was 4 cents, right? 4 cents for that. The gorgonzola cheese, that was $8. I used about an ounce and 6 ounces off that pack. So that was $1.20 just for that gorgonzola cheese. We had the poblano peppers. That was, I think that was $5 a pound. I got 8 of a pound. I got 3 peppers. So that was $1 a pepper, right? And then the onion, which was by the pound. I think it was $2 a pound. I might even be lowballing that. And that was, so yeah, we're at what? We're at $7.54, right? Almost $8. Now, for a restaurant to be profitable, to be able to make some money, any amount of money, it needs to be under 30%. Actually, in this economy, 28%, right? Because you have to deal with all the extra stuff. It has to be under 28% food costs. So what that means is that I have to essentially charge that burger 3 times the amount in order to make that cost, to make any money whatsoever. So what's 3 times $7.54? I can't do the math right on top of my head for $7.54. But that's essentially 22, I believe. 22. Let me look it up. Fucking $7.54 times 3. Let's see. 7.54 times 3. Oh, $22.62. Sorry. So it's $22.62 for this burger to make the bare minimum. No sides, no nothing, right? Oh, I didn't even include the fucking mayo. Whatever. Mayo's free. Whatever. Don't even care about it. So that's the whole thing, right? Now let's say I do all that stuff in-house, right? Let's say I get the bun from a local bakery. Now the bun's going to be much more expensive. Much more, even at wholesale. I'm probably going to be paying close to $1 a bun. And this bun right here is 50 cents. Twice the price already. That right there is leading up to the $8 mark, right? And it's still not quite cutting costs. Ideally, if you want to make anything more than 5 cents a plate, because realistically, we're making less than that. You're making a penny. You're probably thinking, wait, I'm charging 3 times more. You got to pay for staff. You got to pay for rent. You got to pay for the gas that you cook this on. You got to pay for the return on all the equipment that you have. You got to pay for water. You got to pay for electricity. You got to pay for the fucking insurance. That's the whole thing. You got to pay taxes. You have to pay for trash and grease removal and all that shit. Guys, there's so many things that you don't realize what you have to pay for in the restaurant. When you go to a restaurant and buy something in a sit-down place, you're paying for the experience, right? It's up to the establishment to give you an experience that you never had, right? Or an experience that is very nice. So how do they do that experience to make it very nice? They put up those trendy signs. They put up those trendy fucking like, oh, two guys in a dream. They give you the backstory. They give you everything that they can give you for free, right? Now, why are they called handhelds instead of burgers? I can't give you the answer for that one. They're just being pretentious at that point. I just call them sandwiches. You know, handhelds, fuck off. Unless you have stuff that isn't a sandwich. You have burritos, you have pitas, you have hot dogs. Hey, put them all in handhelds. Just put them all in there. Fuck it. You earn the right. You earn the right. But at the same time, almost everything in your restaurant better be a fucking handheld, right? That's fine. But why are they doing excluding the fries from the sandwich? Now, the saying in restaurants go is, spuds keep the door open. Every restaurant, every single restaurant that you ever go to will have a potato in some form or fashion, because it is one of the most versatile, if not the most versatile vegetable out there. And everyone loves potatoes, and they're goddamn cheap. They're super cheap. The restaurant that I'm at right now, we do serve truffle fries. We are those people, right? Truffle and potato are 2 peas in a pod. It's peanut butter and jelly. It's strawberries and rhubarb. They're prime pairings. There's a reason why it works. It's delicious. It's objectively delicious. You can hate truffles and you'll still love truffle fries. You can hate making truffle fries and you're gonna love eating them. That's just the law of the land, unfortunately. But so a whole 50-pound sack of potatoes is, the last time I checked the prices, I'm gonna aim for the stars. Right? Costs $20 for an entire 50 pounds of potatoes for the restaurant. And we serve 1 thing of fries, which is roughly a potato and a half, right? Maybe even less than that, to serve a thing of fries. And we charge those thing of fries, I believe, $8 to $11, right? So 3 orders, we get our money back from those. And our margin on that is incredible. But people don't go to a restaurant to just eat fries. People make fun of like that Spud Bros in Britain, but I'm just thinking that is one of the most ingenious business profiles I've ever seen. Like they're literally giving people a meal as a potato, and it's just loading them up. That's ingenious. You know, just like poke places. You go to a poke place, you put a bunch of stuff on rice. There you go. It's ingenious. Now, another thing, You have to learn how to cook a burger, right? I hate to be this guy, but a majority of people who do like that whole 2 people in a dream shit, they hire a chef. They hire someone not only help design the kitchen a little bit, but even construct some of their recipes. This is a very common thing in restaurants where you hire, you know, seasoned chefs and everything to do consultations. I've done a couple. And so you can look at a restaurant, you can look at a menu and be like, all right, this can change. How can I make this more profitable? How can I make this streamline a little bit more? So these 2 guys in a dream isn't necessarily their dream. Their dream is to make money. And I hate to break anyone's dream here, but opening a restaurant does not make a lot of money. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. The fastest way to get $1 million in a restaurant is to open 2 restaurants. That's really it. Your revenue for your restaurant could be, you know, $2 million a year, which is incredible. That's successful. Fucking $1 million a year is incredible for a restaurant. You're only taking away, you know, like 0.0002% of that million, maybe less than that, for your pocket. That's still a fair amount of money, but you have to pay for everything else. Being a restaurant owner or any business owner is incredibly stressful. So I can't express how hard it must be for those guys. You know, I would love to open my own place, but I know I can't right now. I know financially there is no way in fuck I can do that. Not until things kind of even out a little bit, and I learn how to do it a little bit more. But I do know how pricing works and why pricing has to be the way they are. A good place, if you could get your food costs down to like 22%. Anything below 25%, you're good. You're great. If you can get your entire menu at under 25% and people are ordering everything off the menu, you are on the path to fucking the golden gates, right? But that's only if people order everything off the menu, and if you have people in the door in the first place. This leads me to my final part. As much as it pains me how people are making fun of these local small businesses, I enjoy it at the same time because, one, it's funny. It's true. It's funny because it's true. But it pisses me off because, or it makes me happy because I am tired of seeing the same restaurant over and over and over again. I'm tired of seeing that. But at the same time, you have to give these other spots a chance. Burger joints work because everyone loves a burger. You know, everyone loves burgers. That's why everyone goes to these millennial places. Eat somewhere that challenges yourself. Oh, I've never had that. It doesn't sound good. Eat it anyways. You're an adult. Eat the food. I didn't like hummus until I had hummus at one of my previous restaurants. I'm like, oh my God, now I can eat this because I know what it's supposed to taste like. Just 2 days ago, I made fish for one of my servers. And she's very picky, and I told her to trust me. It's not gonna be any fish she had. She legitimately came up to me afterwards and said, "Thank you. I have never had fish like this, and I want you to make this again for me." I was like, fucking sweet. I did a good job. You have to be broken out of your comfort zone a little bit in order to kind of like understand like how food works, why cooks and chefs care so much about putting this food together. Granted, there's a lot of shitty food out there. Not everything's going to be up to your alley, but give everything a chance, right? And that's all I can really ask you guys to do when doing this. Make fun of that fucking burger joint all you want. Still eat the burger though. And fuck the truffle fries. But yeah, guys. Any questions? I'm not sure if anyone's even watching anymore, but you know. Oh, there goes the GoPro. That's also kind of like the, hey, how are you doing, Matthew? That's pretty much like the gist of like how that's a very, very, very broken down way on how like burger logistics and burger pricing works. Why those burgers cost so much. And guys, restaurants are incredibly expensive. Incredibly. In order for me to launch a restaurant, even remotely like that, like those really bare minimalistic burger joints, it's gonna cost me $500,000 to start up. $500,000 to start up. I've been busy, Matthew. How about you? God, I love this burger so much. Yeah, I never really eat all the way through for the streams, but this I made this burger for the exception of that. Like, I love the Kingfisher burger that hard. Hey, thank you so much, Matthew. And the GoPro is dead, so sorry, TikTok, that you guys are seeing this big black screen in the middle. All right. All right, with this said, guys, we are going to end the stream. I'll probably play Brawl Stars tonight. We'll see. We'll see. It might be the last time I play Brawl Stars on this account. But that does not mean that I'm done playing Brawl Stars. I'll make a decision tonight about it, right? Hey, have a good night. You have a good night, Matthew. You fucking have a good night, Matthew. How's that sound? Huh? You fucking have a good night. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit. I just got to clean up a bit, and we'll go from there.